Hey everyone, so time for a very exciting update actually. So, we have been looking to get more people on board for what we're doing. I mean, in my head, it's kind of what Linus Tech Tips does in terms of how Linus has expanded his team and is able to make so much content. That's really the sort of model for what I want to be able to do. Now, of course, for Linus, he will require more people than we will require to make the content that we make because I mean, if you look at the content that Linus makes and how they are able to do that on a daily basis, it is just insane. No wonder they have 30 people in their team. But for us, we can do that with way less people. And as you know, the goal has been pretty much 1 to 2 videos a day every single day on the Variety News channel, and then 3 a week for the Warcraft channel. And then for Warcraft, we'd bump that up whenever there's a new update to the game or something like that. And all of this, doing it right and doing it in a sustainable manner requires more people. So that's been one of the really big goals that we've had, especially for the second channel, which we want to specifically hire on for. Now, how is that actually happening? Well, this is where I have a bit of an update. Now, it's not actually that anybody is hired, but it's that we have been talking to Northern Ireland Screen. What are NI Screen? Well, they are a sort of a local economic development agency, like they're, a government-funded sort of wing. So say film production companies, right? Let's say they want to make a movie in Northern Ireland or a TV show like Game of Thrones, which was one of NI Screen's really big projects, Game of Thrones. Like that was filmed primarily in Belfast. So, they're in for supporting stuff like that. And a lot of that they will do by subsidizing jobs, sort of giving money. Like maybe, an example could be that we put 5,000 in and they'd put 15,000 in, and then a project would be done with that 20, and then they would recoup without interest on the money that they put in after the project, actually starts earning revenue. So it's actually a really good thing because let's just say a project fails, they're not actually going to come and clean you out. So they're a really good organization, really focused on developing our economy, especially on jobs. So I don't have anything concrete to announce, but what I will say is that the numbers across both the channels are really good. And those guys are now interested in doing 2 subsidized roles. And we're thinking it's, one is for a sort of a factual entertainment researcher, because factual entertainment pretty much is what our second channel does, and then also a video editor. And of course, having 2 video editors means that both channels operate far more smoothly. So there's nothing to announce, and this will all have to be done via an open call. That's their policy. But hopefully in the pretty near future, I'll be able to make a video saying, hey, if you are interested in these things, and if you live in Northern Ireland, unfortunately it does have to be Northern Ireland to work for their funding, because of course they're all into making local jobs. But what that could mean is that we could get 2 people, and that would be subsidized. So for basically, we could get sort of 2 people for the price of 1. And that could really help us make the best of the resources that we have and just do the initial growth of the team. And I think once that happens, that will really help us work on the more serious long form sort of projects and expanding what we do. Really, for me, it is just the immediate goal is to get everything in a healthy state where we are hitting all of our targets all the time. Right now, honestly, we're pretty stupid in how much we're trying to reach for. There's a lot of channels, okay, basically, we do scripted content. I think that's what a lot of people appreciate. They like that there's the research has went in, that the videos are concise, that it's not just off the top of my head rambling. Now, because of that, doing 1 to 2 videos a day is really challenging because that's a lot of writing and that's just a more formalized process, but I think it does make better quality content. Yes, I could ad-lib a lot more, and if I did, that could probably be 3 videos a day, but I don't think they would be as good, and I don't think that's really what people want. I think what everyone wants is the more quality focused, but still timely content. So, my goal is to initially stabilize with being able to consistently hit our goals with what we want to do, and once that's sort of more of a solid thing. So basically, whenever this channel's been, our channels have been running at their best, I want that to be the norm. And then once that's achieved, and I absolutely believe 2 new roles would do that. Now, there might be a little bit of a hit initially, because you've got to train people up. You can't expect everyone to be working perfectly on their first day in the job. That's entirely a reasonable thing. But that's essentially where we are. We now have an opportunity that we will need to be able to take advantage of, but it's a really good update, and I think it'll be should we, as long as we're able to actually properly utilize it, it'll be a really good first stepping stone onto things being a lot better, really. So it's actually great news. I thought I'd share it with you. So let me know what you think. I can't really look at any CVs or anything right now, because that would have to be done through an open call through NiScreen, not actually through us, and then we kind of look at all the applicants through them. Yeah, I mean, hey, anyway, it's pretty damn exciting stuff, and I should hopefully have an update on it pretty soon. So that's what's going on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.